Guys, Tuesday's workout. We have a few things on today. Bit of lifting if you have a bar. If not, your main day is going to involve this. Alright, so if not, we've got some pretty good prehab stuff going on. We will go through that a little bit in a sec. So, what you're going to do to start with is you are going to need a rope. Alright, so if you don't have a rope, you can contact us. There's still a few at the gym if you need to. We can also loan out a couple of mats still if you do need. Okay. If you do want to get one, we can help you purchase these items and any other ones as well. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab yourself a rope. Start your little stopwatch. 3, 2, 1, and go. And you're just going to skip. Right. So 90 seconds of skipping. Just normal skipping. Right. So what I like to do is get into a nice rhythm. If I stuff up, I go backwards. Stuff up, do double under, stuff up, one leg at a time. So just keep going for 90 seconds. Once it's up, you're going to pop the ropes to the side and you're just going to really open up that chest. Right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 20. You can even go up to the top if you want to. Alright, and the next one we've got there is a scorpion. So laying flat on the ground. So you're just coming down here, chucking both hands out, reaching as far as you can one way, that's 1. And as far as you can the other way, that's 2. Hopefully you don't have equipment in your way, right? If you do, you can roll it out. Then, so we've got 3 rounds of that as a warm-up, right? Should be nice and warm. Then for mobility, this is specific around jumping, right? So what we're trying to do is we're going to go 60 seconds. Again, use that stopwatch. Is you're going to balance on one foot. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep your heel off the ground, right? So you're not just balancing like this. You're trying to balance there, obviously, if that's good. Then we come up with that heel. So some of you, this is a dodgy angle for myself. You're going to have to stare at one point and balance, right, for 60 seconds. Once you've done that, same thing other side. Really warms up the joints, the calves, everything that you need to jump. Great for stability, alrighty? Then, you're going to grab yourself a broomstick. Here's one I prepared earlier, alrighty? As you can see, it's an actual broom, alright? So we always use broomsticks without the broom. Here, we've got the RX version, okay? So what we're going to do is you're going to come up with there, we're going to do an external rotation through our shoulders, then we're going to press up, coming down, rotating down, right? Now try to keep everything at right angles, just missing the head, pressing up. So you should feel a nice good stretch, pressing up. So you got 10 reps there. So we've got 2 rounds of this mobility, right? So now for our rehab. So some of you, as I said, you may not have the barbell. This may be a good option for you. It's definitely a good one to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to do what we did yesterday. We did the hands out, lifting the leg, now to the back. This time we're just holding out to the front. So what we're trying to do is we're going to go hold it up. So if you feel yourself twisting, because we're not going to use our hands today, you feel free to use a box here just to balance a little bit. Come up as high as you can. 10 seconds, alright? And then change legs. Okay? So we're going to go through the whole thing. 3 rounds each. So just do one or 10 seconds on each leg. Then we'll go into the lemon squeeze. So lemon squeeze is a technical term. I think I've done something similar, which is similar to a double crunch or tuck ups. But lemon squeeze is ones that's been used before. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to come up and in, and you're trying to stay in control with it. If you need to, put the hands down. Right, but ideally you're hovering with the hands and doing your reps there, right? So we do have 10 reps there, staying nice and tight. We've got a straddle hold. So what we're trying to do here is similar to what we do of any sort of gymnastics movement, is we're trying to find a good spot for where our hands are, put the hands in the middle, and we're just gonna hold through our legs, point our toes, and really keeping our core tight, but working our hip flexors and our quads to hold there, right? So it's a tough one, find your position. So some of you will need to sit back a little bit and you'll be able to hold that position. Pull as many ugly faces as you can. I'm the master at that one, alrighty. Then we've got good morning. So if you do have a little bit of weight, you can use a little bit of weight, so it's an empty barbell, if it's a band, or even a broomstick, or you can just use your body weight. So again, what we're trying to do with good mornings is bending at the knee, and then once your knee is bent there, it doesn't bend anymore, alright? So as we keep the shoulders back, we're coming over, stretching out through the hamstrings, standing tall. So bending, coming over. So that's me with a wide stance. So that's not too bad, but I know I get a better stretch where I bring my feet in a little bit closer. So again, bend, come over, whoop, and I lose that range of motion, right? So staying nice and tight there through the core, keeping the shoulders back. Last one, for the end of the first round, is you're going to get yourself into a nice stretch. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get that leg far forward, not completely as far as you can, but you're trying to have room to lean into it. So you should feel that back hip. So if you don't feel much of a stretch, take it even further forward, but we're going upright with our hands, all right? So we're really stretching out through the psoas, through that hip flexor, kind of like an extended couch stretch. So we're holding here for 20 seconds each leg, right? So it's 3 rounds. So it is, you will feel good after the whole 3 rounds, but it will probably take about 20 minutes, right? That's a good option. Now today's skill, we did it the first week, is pretty much based around jumping, right? So what we did last time, we did a 2-leg calf raise. This time is just a single leg, right? So you've got to elevate yourself up just that little bit. So if you need to grab a couple of plates, make sure you're up as high as you can, coming all the way down, get a good stretch, coming up. So don't rush it, get good control. We're looking at 15 per side, all right? So you should feel a nice stretch short. Then the other one is you're gonna go onto the wall, take the feet off the wall a little bit, but you're trying to find a good spot where you can keep your knee flexed and then point toes forward and pull it back. Point toes forward, pull it back. So this is probably the hidden part of the calf, the ankle that doesn't get worked enough. You can see the tibialis here working through the whole move. We've got 20 reps, so keep that control, but the key is keeping that knee straight, right? So there's 3 rounds there. Good one to prime ourselves for jumping. So guys, the next part is our strength in terms of the power snatch. So some of you don't have the weights. We do have 3 power snatch plus 3 snatch push press, which is behind the neck, and 3 overhead squats. We got 3 sets at 70%, then 2 sets at 75%. So keep it on the lighter side if you need to. We want to make sure that form is good, so make sure getting good patience off the ground, alrighty, and you are getting a good, nice push press through those movements, right? So if you do want to, I'll quickly do a demo. So taking those hands nice and wide, patient off the ground, gotta make sure that we're driving through our legs in a good catch position. So we've got 3 of those. And on the 3rd one, lowering it onto your shoulders, you're gonna dip, punch, right? So we've got 3 of those. And then on the last one, you're gonna hold overhead. Then you're gonna go into that overhead squat, alrighty? And then coming down. Cool. So make sure you have the control throughout all of it. Try not to dump the bars, try to control it throughout the whole thing. The next part, we have the clean. So we're not counting the weight you get for the clean, but again, it's a power clean plus a push jerk, alrighty? So I'll switch the hand around. You're coming up again, nice and patient. So it's coming, pushing through the ground. Once it comes past the knee, give you a good extension, right? That's what we call patience. Readjust the feet if you need to. Dip, punch, drop underneath it. Right? That's what we're looking for there. Again, we are looking at 1 power clean, 1 push jerk. 2 sets at 70% and 3 sets at 75. Alrighty. Today's workout, flat simulator. So we've done this before. It's pretty much working your double unders. So those of you that are kind of getting it a little bit, what I normally recommend people do is to break it up, right? So if you're someone that's got unbroken sets, then you give it a crack. Give yourself 15-20 minutes to get it done. If you're really not getting it done, call it quits, see where you got to. If you're someone that does need the odd single in between, then I'd say still aim for the sets of 5, 10, 15, 20, see how far you can get, all right? And if you do get to 50, 45, bring it back down, but make sure that if you do hit that set, you do stop the rope before you start the next set. You can't just go 5, and then on the 6th one, count from 1 again, 2, 3, 4 to 10, and once you hit 10, just keep going into the next, into the 15. You've got to do 5, stop the rope, do 10, stop the rope, 15. Again, if you do break on any of those sets, you do have to go back a little bit. Again, it's just practice, all right? So some of you will be just giving it a crack. As I said, 15 or 20 minutes, see where you are. If you do need to do the single, double, it's just practicing, okay? Those who have done it before, don't stress. Sometimes it comes down to how your legs are feeling, how your shoulders are feeling, and see what you can go unbroken. Just try not to stress it out, try not to overthink it, try to stay relaxed. It's a lot of volume. Alright, so again, make sure you enter in your scores today. Log into Waterfly and you update any scores that you do enter today. Hit us up on Facebook, comments below if you do have any questions. Alrighty, see you on the other side. Keep up with your teamwork. Both teams are going really good. It's good to see everyone interacting and posting the page as well. Alrighty, guys, see you soon. Bye.